The core takeaway is this: misclassification shapes identity more powerfully than misbehavior ever could. When a girl's natural cognitive style doesn't match the template her environment assumes, she spends years adjusting herself to fit a framework that was never built to hold her. Over time, those adjustments become explanations, and those explanations become identity. Not because they're true, but because they're the only interpretations she was given. Once you see that the mismatch came from the script, not from the self, the entire narrative reorganizes. The traits you questioned stop looking like flaws, the friction stops feeling personal, and the story shifts from "I was wrong" to "the definition I inherited was incomplete." That clarity doesn't rewrite the past, but it returns ownership of the self. And for women with minds like yours, that shift is often the first moment their identity becomes something they shape consciously rather than something they spend their lives trying to justify.
You know, it all really boils down to something basic most of us never heard as kids. Nothing was ever wrong with how your mind worked. You got handed a script that left you out, and you did what any smart kid does. You tried to figure it out. You adapted. You squeezed in, even when it didn't fit who you were. When the script and the person don't match, the person usually blames themselves instead of the script. You're not alone there, and you're not the odd one out. You just weren't seen by a framework too limited to picture the kind of woman you are. Getting this doesn't erase feeling out of place all of those years, but it gives something those years didn't. It gives perspective.